Shalom, shalom, all praises to Yahweh, Bahasham Yahushai, Bahasham Rechaha Kodash. Double honor to the elder apostles, the elder bishops, and the elders at the Great Millstone GMS who rule well and who teach well. And salutations to the elect. Abaratazar, which means Father willing, so Father willing, this lesson is edifying. Welcome back to the channel, welcome to the channel. If it's your first time around here, like, share, and subscribe. Lord willing, the transmission is going through good, through the spirit, okay? And you can hear me fine. So yeah, plenty going on in the news. All right. Independent. Zelensky's warning. Trump using up his missiles on Iran risks leaving Ukraine short. Okay. Russia is providing Iran intelligence to target US forces. All right. End time headlines that. Okay. Life threatening. Warning issued for potato chips recall in 6 states. Yeah, a lot going on. Okay. Food defiled. All right. Defiled bread. Okay. All right. So let's get into it. So the president of Russia, Vladimir Putin, is threatening to cut off gas supplies to the European Union. If this actually takes place, that will have a severe negative effect or effects on the relation on the EU. All right, and Babylon the Great, America, the United States of America. All right, that will cause the EU to lean on America at a price. Oh yeah, okay, that will come with frustration, stress, pressure, anger, hatred, even more hatred. All right, it will be more expensive than the Russian pipeline gas. All right. Rising energy costs, okay, possibly create more political friction if Europeans feel they are, overpaying or vulnerable to, to American market shifts. All right. So yeah. So there's some, articles on this. Reuters 2 days ago, Russia may halt gas supplies to Europe amid Iran energy spike, Putin says. Egypt oil and gas 1 day ago, Putin warns Russia could halt gas supplies to Europe amid Iran crisis. Global Banking and Finance Review. Putin suggests Russia may halt gas supplies to Europe. See what Reuters says. Put up on the 4th of March, 2026, the year of agents, apostates, and sellouts. We're already in March and so much is happening, man. Turning up. Yahweh Shemashai is turning up a lot. Putin warns a potential halt to European gas supplies amid Iran crisis. Putin says the decision has not been taken, it's just a thought. Putin says EU wants to ban Russian gas and LNG. Russia shifts focus to China as Europe reduces dependency on Russian energy. Okay. Oil and gas prices have soared following the US and JJ attack on Iran and Tehran strikes on Gulf Arab neighbors. Yep, it's gone up, man. Okay. The conflict has paralyzed shipping through the Strait of Hormuz and forced the shutdown of Qatar's LNG production and Saudi Arabia's largest oil refinery. Putin said oil prices were rising due to the aggression against Iran and due to Western restrictions on Russian oil, while European gas prices were rising because customers were willing to buy gas volumes at higher prices due to events in the Middle East and the closure of the Strait of Hormuz. Asked by a Russian state television's top Kremlin correspondent Pavel Zarubin about European plans to impose a total ban on Russian pipeline gas imports by late 2027. And that's not even far. Lord is shortening the days. Look how quick this year's going already. And to ban new short-term Russian LNG contracts from late April, which is next month, 2026. Putin said it might be more beneficial for Russia to stop selling the gas right now. See that? Let's go on this one. CaspianNews.com 1 hour ago, more recent. Putin signals possible early halt to Russian gas supplies to Europe. Russian President Vladimir Putin has raised the possibility that Russia could stop exporting natural gas to Europe before the European Union's planned phase-out of Russian energy imports takes effect next year. Although Putin said he was merely thinking out aloud, He added that he would instruct the government to examine the possibility together with Russian energy companies. Russian gas exports to the EU have already fallen sharply. Last year in 2025, shipments dropped by 44% to around 18 billion with a B cubic meters, marking the lowest level since the Soviet-era pipeline deliveries to Europe began in the 1970s. The decline reflects both European sanctions and the region's push to reduce reliance on Russian energy following Moscow's 2022 invasion of Ukraine. Right, you see? All right. So there you have it, man. More articles as well. But we'll see where, this, there'll be more updates in the future regarding this. All right. So, yeah, America may even push the European Union to tighten or maintain sanctions on Iran and Russia. Some EU states, however, under economic pressure, could advocate and, easing the restrictions, causing tensions. All right. If, this thing were to take place. All right. You see. Economic gaps could also widen, due to high energy prices in Europe compared to the USA. Natural gas would likely spike all over Europe, which means increased electricity prices, right? So the knock-on effect. Yeah. Okay. Some industries could slow or shut down temporarily, especially, gas-intensive industries. Like the glass production, steel, fertilizers, chemicals. All right. Stuff like that. Industries like that, yeah. All right. Let's go to the book of Revelation, chapter 17 and verse 16, and it reads, "And the 10 horns which thou sawest upon the beast, thee shall hate the whore, and shall make her desolate and naked, and shall eat her flesh and burn her with fire. For Yahweh Bahashem Yahushai hath put in their hearts to fulfill his will, and to agree and give their kingdom unto the beast, until the words of God shall be fulfilled." Yeah. And if Russia does cut off gas supplies to the EU, it will certainly have an effect on the relationship between the USA and Europe. Okay, the whore the Apostle John saw was symbolic of America. Beast is referring to America's allies in Europe, the EU. All right. Yeah, NATO and the EU, the ties between America and the EU will sever. Okay, and the EU countries with intercontinental ballistic missiles will turn on America. Like Britain and France, right? That possess those, all right, weapons. Okay, they're gonna eventually shoot their missiles onto America as well. We'll see what happens in the news regarding this, though. Okay. Interesting. Right, a lot of things transpiring. See? Okay. Book of Ezekiel, chapter 3, verse 17. Get it in the different translation. We get it in the NLT, New Living Translation. So Ezekiel chapter 3, verse 17 in the New Living Translation. Lord willing, it pops up and lets me do it. Yep, reads, "Son of man, I have appointed you as a watchman for Yasha'Allah. Whenever you receive a message from me, warn people immediately." That's right. Okay, we're bringing you the warning, man. All right. So the spirit and power of Yahweh Hashem Yahshai, warning our people also to repent, so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, the true biblical Hebrew Israelites, as well as the speckled bird Israelite foreigners scattered the world over. All right, and return to your power, Yahweh, or Yahweh Shai. Okay. So again, Lord willing, we'll cover more updates on this via the Spirit. Dharma says Shalom.